So 4 years ago, I injured my back on my L5S1, herniated disc, and all the things that I did at the time actually made it worse, a lot worse than it should have been, and I actually thought that I was helping it at the time. And right now we're just going on a little hike in Rivington, and I just wanted to run through all the mistakes I made and the realization that I had when going through that, to try and help anyone on the same journey. So the injury happened in the gym, not warming up properly, and just lifting really light weights, doing the deadlift movement. And in the previous video I explained how I realised I was injured with numbness in my foot, pain in my calf. All the signs were there, but I just didn't respect it, and immediately went back to the gym the next day and pushed through pain. So that was mistake number one. However, it kind of supports the whole narrative of this issue, because that's exactly what I did, day in, day out, for probably 6 weeks post-injury. I made this injury worse when I could have actually avoided it if I would have just listened to my body. And that's what this video is about, just listening to your body, respecting it, and to be honest with you, putting your ego to one side. And after the initial injury, or when I injured myself, should I say, I tried to fix it myself, doing everything, like kind of self-diagnosing it on YouTube, and I wouldn't accept it really. I kind of I heard about slip discs and whatnot and back issues, but at the time, I didn't want to accept that I had an injury like that. I was almost like looking for another way, looking for another diagnosis. And I listened to the chiropractor, and I went to see a chiropractor, and they did the manipulations on me, and that made it 10 times worse. I went every week for like 5 or 6 weeks, and it offered like a short window of relief, probably for a few hours. It just got worse. So going to the chiropractor, for me, I felt like it made it worse. What else did I do? Then going on YouTube in my spare time and following certain exercises where I would try and crack my own back and get into positions where I would stretch the lower back muscles. And all they were doing at the time, they were just completely tensing up to prevent me from injuring myself further. And that's where you get all that tightness when your body's inflamed. Your body protects you. And I tried to push through that, and I was looking on YouTube, in the garden, on the floor, trying to stretch out my hamstrings with a towel. I tried to crack and pop my own back by rotating my body in a certain way. And all I did there was just made that injury far, far worse. So if you've got pain like this, sometimes it's best just to do nothing. Rest, relax. To be honest with you, walking. If you can walk, just walk. It's the best thing you can do. Like what we're doing now. Just thinking now what else I did wrong. Obviously, at that time, we had a holiday booked to Disneyland, Paris, with the kids. And I was over there with the family and friends' family. And I was in agony. And I'm talking like I'm walking like this, walking with a limp, in such pain. In the airport, what am I doing? I'm testing myself, so I'm like this. So I'm like saying to my friend, you know what? I can't go up on my tiptoes. I can't do it. even with that, I wasn't accepting I had a big issue. Couldn't go on my tiptoes on my right foot. So I lost that kind of, I don't know if it's called dorsiflexion in my right foot, which is a massive, massive red flag for anything to do with your back and your spine. Kind of like, wasn't drop foot, but it's similar to that, I've heard. So I'm lifting the luggage, big luggages, onto the belts, lifting them off. Shouldn't be doing that. It's the worst thing you can do. You've got to avoid these things. And my ego once again, come on Roo. My ego once again got in the way of that. While we were over there, you know, we're walking around the park. Is the camera on? Yeah. We're walking around the parks all day, all night, stopping every so often just to rest my leg. And I mean, you want to do it for the kids, and I don't regret that, because it was for the kids. I'm not going to ruin it for them, but I probably could have made a few little changes to help myself out. One of them was not picking up your, how old was Niall at the time? My eldest daughter would have been probably about 9, and putting her on my shoulders, carrying her around. And she was not heavy, but let's go this way. But she wasn't light, especially for someone with a herniated disc. You're gonna have to jump over. Pass the camera. Come on. There we go. We nearly lost Faz there, camera woman. And she wasn't light. Come on then. And I'm carrying around on my shoulders all around Disneyland in agony, going this way, that way, and just thinking I can push through this pain, disrespecting it, disrespecting my body. And then what's even more embarrassing, I was going on all the roller coasters in pain again, upside down, loop-the-loops, all of them, because I didn't want to miss out. And all that did was, once again, make the injury worse, and it put me into a place where I couldn't do even the basic things for such a long time. So without sacrificing those moments, I ended up having to sacrifice far, far more. And that's when, a week after that, we planned a holiday to Turkey, where my dad's from, to stay in a villa for like 5 weeks for the summer holidays. Like, we've never done this before. And all throughout my childhood, that's what we did as a kid. We'd go and see family. And I thought, do you know what? I want to relive that memory with my kids. So the pain was bad, but it wasn't as bad as what I was about to experience. So I just had to stop the recording then, because people were walking and I'm not used to filming in front of people, which we need to kind of get over that fear. But yeah, as I was saying, we got to Turkey, landed there, and I knew that we kind of took another step up the ladder in terms of pain and problems with my back injury at that time, because I couldn't walk more than, I don't know, 20 meters or something without having to stop, in a lot of pain in my calf at that time. So what did I do? I'm there, got this holiday that I've been looking forward to for ages with my family and my kids. So I went back on YouTube, watched some videos of how to help a bad back, how to fix a bad back. So I'm doing all these stretches, nerve glides, all these positions, frog pose. And that's when it just went from a pain of 5 to a pain of 10. The maximum pain. So I'm over there, absolutely messed up, pins and needles, burning sensation all in my foot, down my leg. Couldn't get a minute of, basically I couldn't get a minute of without pain. It was constant. So I knew I was in trouble then. So everything I did up until that moment made it worse. And then probably for about 4 or 5 weeks, I put everything off medically. Even though I was in excruciating pain, my ego was still saying, I'm going to get better. It's going to get better. MRI proved it was a herniated disc. They said I needed an operation, fusion, or microdiscectomy. I didn't want to do that over there. So I came home, and then that's when we got better. But I'm not going to go on about that now. I'm going to put that in another video to explain all the things I did right on a new video. But I just wanted to, you know, showcase and explain all the mistakes I made in a little bit more detail, just to be honest really, with myself and with you guys, just to see if anyone's in that position, just to don't make the same mistakes I did, do a lot less. You know, get your imaging done early, speak to the professionals, respect it. Do not think that you can just treat something like this lightly and run it off. But I'll go through everything that I learnt on another video. And just for the time being, I just wanted to say this is where we're in Rivington now, on a little hike, a little walk uphill. And 4 years ago, I would have dreamt of just being able to walk, let alone get up to the top of here. And it's nice, you appreciate things in life. And going to be taking you on a few more trips and hikes, camping, and come along on the journey. And I'll share more topics on other experiences I've had in my life, things that are going on. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. But for now, we'll just film the rest of the walk. We'll get to the top and we'll just share some of these views. And there are people in far worse positions. I wanted to add that. And I'm fully aware of it. And this injury, although it was really bad for me, it isn't the worst thing that can ever happen to you. So you've got to be grateful sometimes for even when things don't go right. There's people out there suffering with much worse issues, and that in some cases are irreversible. So for every hard time you go through, you've always got to look for the good and the positives in it and ensure that you remain in that way. And that's the way to kind of, let's go up there, what a nice view that is. Have a look at that. And this is it really. It's a bit of a good description for it, because that could be looked at as the journey from where you are now at the bottom of the steps, and you just got to take one step up at a time. And that's how we do anything in life. Just got to keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep going. Way up here. Beautiful, what a nice day. I wanted to add, because Farron is filming this now, my wife, she said, it sounds like you've got a really unsupportive partner. But when we're talking about the bags and going on all the rides in Disneyland, it was more my fault. Like I said, my ego, I wouldn't allow her to do anything because I was embarrassed. I used to say to her, and like, when we go in places, like, no, you know, do it. I want to do it. And if she was to do something, I'd make sure that no one was looking. It's huge insecurities, that. I mean, how pathetic is that really of me to have that attitude where I couldn't accept it? So yeah, I wanted to just get that out there so people knew, and just admit that I made it worse. I didn't help myself out. But yeah, back to this walk. Come on, Roo. Good boy. Come on, let's go. Come on, Roo, let's go. Roo's. Come on. Come on this way. So, we're at the top.